Playing single high safety coverage. You see him eyes down. There's a little bit of hand fighting. They're fighting both, trying to get.
Philly, what it is, what it do. Your boy Mommy Duffy back in the bitty to come holler at you. Hey, PFF just gave us some bulletin board material, something we can use to already, give us extra motivation on top of it, what's going on in the outside world, and just give us that oomph in the secondary room. When we coming in there to watch film and, to break down whatever it is, we need to have that put up on the board, saying that we're the 13th ranked secondary in the league, in which I'm not mad about it. If anything, I definitely feel that we should have cracked the top 10, because I don't believe that, Bucks has a better secondary than us. I don't believe, the Saints. I don't believe the Dolphins. These just a few names that I can think of off the top of my head that had a better secondary than us. The Bengals is ahead of us. Eli Apple got the money took for him in the Super Bowl, so how can they even crack the top 10? But I understand they was in the Super Bowl, so I understand it is what it is. But Eli Apple got took for that money. So from the Giants, Saints, and now he got took for the money in the Bengals. But it is what it is, though. And, I don't know how they basing it off of. I don't know if they basing it off from safety play, nickel, corner play, whatever it is. I don't know how they're grading it, because if they're grading it as a whole defensive unit, do they know that Slade was amongst the best of the best as locking it down and being on that island, holding it down? Quarterbacks don't even look his way, because that's how locked down he is. That's how certified he is. He was one of the best in the league. It was literally no fly zone on Slade's side. So, and then on top of that, Bradbury was one of the best at forcing incompletions throughout the whole entire season last season. So, where does that even match up with one another? You have one guy that was real deal holding it down, locking it down, and another guy that was locking it down. So you got two lockdown corners on the same team, on the same side. And why? They was real deal top 10 at their respective crafts and at their position last year, and we don't even crack the top 10. Not even that. You throwing with Vontae. Vontae was a slot guard for us last season, man. The man was rated as one of the best slot corners in the league, one of the best nickelbackers in the league, and we don't crack the top 10. I don't know. The safety play, it is up for grabs. We got Epps, we have Wallace, we have Tart, we have Harris. So all these guys that's coming in, they got to come in and earn their stripes, come in and earn their spots. So I could, if more than likely, I'm assuming that that's what played a part into it, into us not getting the recognition that we deserve of being a top 10 secondary in the league. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, this right here should be bulletin board material that we should use every single week, every single day, to help us and get us to the level that we need to be, and ultimately get us to our destination that we want to go. So, now not even that, you pair this secondary up with the D-line. The D-line and the secondary, they work hand in hand. They back and forth because they need each other. We need them to hold up. We need the DBs to hold up so the linemen can go out there and hunt and go eat. So now we have a fresh rotational of guys that can get penetration and do what they need to do. So now we're definitely going to prove that we're one of the best secondaries in the league, and prove why we should have been top 10. But hey, that's neither here nor there. That's another conversation. And also, moving on to the next thing that I was just thinking about, plenty of the people giving out their Mount Rushmore of Eagles players, and I decided to, just chime in a bit and just give my Mount Rushmore. And, first things first, I already got to go ahead and give it to Big Red, man. Big Red, without a doubt, Andy Reid, man, is the greatest coach in Eagles history, man. The most winningest coach in Eagles franchise. So I definitely got to give it to my boy Big Red. Secondly, man, B-Dog, without a doubt, my boy, without a doubt, Hall of Famer, the only player in NFL history to have 25 picks, 25 forced fumbles, and 25 sacks. So to be in the 25 club and being the only player in NFL history to do that, you definitely an all-time great. My third person on Mount Rushmore, man. You know, I gotta show some love to Reggie White, man. Rest in peace. God bless the dead. You know, jumped out the gate. He was a consecutive. He did it for 6 consecutive seasons. All pro, Pro Bowl player. So you know, he that number 92 jersey will be in the Raptors forever and ever. And he's also in Hall of Famer as well. So he's definitely Mount Rushmore. Last but not least, you know, got my boy McNabb, man. All-time leader in passing yards and passing touchdowns. You know, he took us to 5 NFC championships. We know we made a Super Bowl appearance with him, and you know he's a do-it-there guy. He get jiggy out the pocket, make the right throws, and you know he's definitely our greatest quarterback we ever had in NFL in franchise history. So he's a guy that I definitely I gotta respect his numbers, and I gotta respect for what he did for us. So he's definitely Mount Rushmore. And you know, if I got two honorable mentions to give out, man. If I had some architect guys with me right now, I want them to draw up and put right next to Thomas Jefferson and all them other guys. You know, I gotta put Jason Kelce, anchor man. He's one shy of the record. He embodies, and he's the epitome of an Eagles football player. So I gotta give him. And what I mean by one game shy of the all-time regular season record is Jason Kelce has 122 career regular season starts, so he's one shot away from tying the record, and so he's definitely gonna surpass the record and become the all-time leader in regular season starts. So gotta give my hats to my boy Kelce, man, one of the best centers of all time, and the greatest center in Eagles history. So I gotta show some love there for my boy. Last but not least, man, my boy Nick Foles, man. He's the only guy. He's the guy that brought us our championship, brought us our only Super Bowl. So it's only right there. Put him into the mix as my honorable mention, being an all-time Mount Rushmore great Eagles player. Also, and not even that, I definitely feel if Alshon Jeffrey did not drop that ball in the divisional round against the Saints, I truly believe that we was going to go back to back. We was going to go to the Super Bowl again and win it again. I definitely feel that at the helm of Nick Foles. So it's only right that Nick Foles he sit up in that throne as being all-time great because of what he did and how his legacy is forever cemented in Philadelphia Eagles history, man. This your boy Miami Defiant, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Smash that like button, hit the notification, hit that bell when a new video is dropped, and also comment. Let me know your Mount Rushmore, and let me know what you think of our 13th ranked secondary, man.